Hey y'all, Novi here. Today I have a beginner's guide for Return to Moria, Lord of the Rings. As you can see, I have built up quite a bit, so I should be able to give you all the tips you need to start off. It's a pretty large game, so you're definitely going to have questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you have any more, let me know in the comments below, and I'll answer them in a second video. So starting off, there's obviously a lot of UI elements, and I highly suggest looking into it. So first of all, you can see how deep you are. Generally, the deeper you go, the more damage mobs will do, the more dangerous area you're in. Down here, right here, you'll see all your status effects. Down, it will just say what it is, but won't say what it does. But if you press tab and actually go into your inventory, it tells you exactly what it does. You can see stats here. This is if you're really into that kind of thing. It's actually very interesting how many stats there are. There's even, I'm pretty sure, like I saw like mining luck, drop luck, so definitely goes pretty far. I don't know, I haven't gone far enough to see like if you can enchant stuff or how that works, but obviously there's a lot here to look into. In this, you can also see the UI down here. So morale, if that drops to 0, then you will despair. Morale generally is affected by whether you eat good food. If you drink ale, stuff like that will bring it higher. If it reaches 0, you'll get despair and start taking damage until you die. Generally, that can be fixed by going into the light, so this shows your light level. And then this is how far you are through the day. Then we have armor, health, and food, and make sure you keep your food atop, because if it goes all the way down, then you'll start to starve. So anyways, as you can see, I have a bunch of UI elements all the way, and it can definitely clog up the screen. So if you go into M, you can actually hide UI elements, so stuff that's not like worth looking into anymore, you can hide them so they don't show up on the screen. Next, okay, we covered buffs. So as you can see at the bottom of my hotboard right there, that's a slot for a masterwork weapon. Once you unlock different forges, not to spoil anything, you will be able to use this slot, and you can only carry a single masterwork at a time. So I won't spoil anything there, but yeah, so light level, you can make torches, but these don't actually affect your overall light level. If you want to do that, you're going to hit B, go into crafting, and you can craft standing or wall torches. So when you're exploring and it's really dark, you can put these down and they will light up the area around you. So next, armor does break really quickly, so if you're farther along, as you can see I have a bigger pack and stuff, but if you're farther along, you can craft like multiple sets of armor just in case. I haven't really done that yet, but you could if you wanted to. Okay, let's see what else. So as you do stuff, like say run around and stuff, you lose stamina bars. As you can see, I'm already 1 stamina bar down. It's generally as your energy runs down, you lose stamina too. When you start out, the only way to get your stamina bars back is to rest. However, later on, you will be able to craft foods such as like stuffed mushrooms, refreshing salads, stuff like that, and it'll bring you all your stamina bars back to full, so you won't have to worry about that. Next, every time you sleep, you will wake up with low energy down there on the food, not energy, the food, and so make sure you cook, like set something to cook right before you sleep, and then you can eat it when you wake up, as sleeping does pass time. So say for like you can fill up all your furnaces with like iron ore or whatever, and then set something to cook, and when you wake up everything will be done, because it does actually take a decent amount of time. Also, I know this is a little bit further, but it's not really giving anything away, as you have seen the ales when you're right in the game. As you craft ale, like eventually, this is very helpful. But it does take a long time. It can take like 15 minutes, so that's another thing you should start right before you go to sleep. As you can see, like at the very beginning, depending where you are, you'll have these fast travel points, which you need 1 black diamond and 30 stone to craft, and then you can fast travel to other places. And so you get black diamonds from orc camps by destroying their like center banner thing, and then getting that key and opening the orc chest, and generally you find black diamonds in there. So that'd be my #1 suggestion. If you are struggling with black diamonds in your world, you can always make another one, go farm some black diamonds in there, and then go back to your original world. That is something, you know, it's a little bit weird, but it can be hard to find black diamonds for sure. And then finally, the repair smithy, it takes 5 iron ingots, but it's extremely helpful. It lets you repair everything from metal fragments, and extremely helpful. Definitely build that as soon as you can. And as you can see here, I'll go over to my crafting thing. Just, you know, if you don't know how like the whole hearth mechanic works, hearth makes like sort of a camp around you, so we have multiple hearths because our camp's pretty big. They don't have the big area, but what this means is when you go to like a crafting thing, it actually allows you to like access everything that's in the chests around you. You don't have to have it in your inventory, which is extremely useful, as you don't want to have to always have everything in your inventory to craft something. So very nice there. You will, so this is sort of a spoiler, so not really, but if you want a bigger pack, you'll have to find the Elven Quarter eventually. And in there, you'll find hides and eventually the way of making it. And it's, you know, you get more than double the space you start out with just 10. So that's definitely one of the first things I'd suggest doing. And other than that, I think that's about it. This is something that you unlock very early. It's the Memorial Flame. If you press E on it and honor it, you get Hero Spirit, where you restore. It gives a bonus to energy. So definitely just use that whenever you leave the place. And other than that, I don't think there's too much. You can use pallets, such as we have up here, to just store stuff. We're not doing the best of job of it, but pallets can be really good just for seeing how much you have, and they're not as efficient as chests, but they look sort of awesome. So I definitely suggest using them. You don't get stairs to craft until you unlock granite. So if you're wondering why there's no stairs to craft, yeah, you have to wait for granite, and I'd highly suggest waiting to unlock granite before you start building your fort, because that's what stone looks like. Granite looks a lot better. So like those walls back there are made out of granite. So before you build a huge fort, I'd highly suggest unlocking granite, and you'll unlock in like about the 3rd stage. It doesn't take too long. And then bows, very helpful for hunting. The stags that drop the hide and stuff will run away from you, and these, while extremely inaccurate, will eventually shoot them. I have heard that you can unlock crossbows eventually. Not there yet, still working on it. This game does seem huge. For anyone who's like wondering what my thoughts are, definitely been enjoying it. I think it's worth the $40. Definitely should test it out and refund it if you don't like it. I've been having a ton of fun. I think the combat's a little bit jank at times, but it's still relatively well polished for a survival game. I think it's I honestly think it's in a better state than Valheim was when Valheim launched, and it may have more content than Valheim has now at launch. So this game is looking awesome. Definitely try it out if you haven't yet. I've been streaming it every morning from like 9 to 11, so feel free to drop by if you have more questions or want to see me play. And other than that, that should be it. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Good luck in Moria if you come down here, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, y'all, and have a great day.